Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio using the, why are these wrong? Using the Sea Block mod. Why is only one side working? Not do something wrong? We're out of mineralized water, I see. Ah, we're drawing from one side more than the other, so we should fix that. But we need more mineralized water, that's the problem. There. Just do some belt balancing. It must be even. Must be nice and symmetric. There. Like I said, that's not the problem. The problem is the mineralized water, like it always has been. So what's going on over here? Ah! Our need for landfill has been consuming all of our slack. So let's tone that down a little bit. And they're still having trouble filling up those... No? There should be tons of slack. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, never mind. Not my problem at the moment. We'll figure that out later. But anyway, so back to what I started the episode. We spent all of last time figuring out how to get to this one transport belt full of boards, building all this extra structure. Now we need to snake it up into there, into this section here where we're gonna do circuit production. So let's get rid of all this stuff. This doesn't need to be here anymore. This is completely wrong. Just go away. We're gonna have so many components left over. We'll have to deal with that. Yeah, okay. We'll just put a temporary little box right here, where we'll keep stuff that will eventually turn into other things. Or in practice, we'll just we'll put them in our new machines when we have those set up. We never put lights in here. Let's figure that. Let's fix that. Gotta have lights. There's always a tension between symmetry and even spacing. But I think we do well enough. That's what we just have. Alright. This ran out of stuff. Let's give it some more carbon. Yeah, maybe I should consider expanding this again, because it feels like we are not getting as much slag as we need to be getting. Another issue, I'm thinking, should we be making solder from molten stuff? Like, probably eventually. But for now, I'm just gonna be lazy and not do it that way. Anyway, let's get the line of boards up here. In perhaps not the most pleasing manner, but a one that is sufficient to the task. So what are we gonna do with the boards? Let's look at our thing. So the point of getting the boards is to turn them into basic circuits. Basic circuits need the boards and more copper cables, and it's a nice ratio of 3 to 1. Alright, now copper cables we can produce faster than that. It's so each copper cable produces 2. So it's a annoying ratio of 6 to 9 or 2 to 3. Just like in the base game, actually. So that works actually really pretty well. Let's see. We already know a pretty good layout for that kind of thing. So we're looking at something that's we should make this further over this way, I guess. Or nah, we can make it sideways. Yeah, I like that. We'll make it sideways. I love these adorable little machines. I only use them because they're faster. These are speed 1, and the other ones are speed 0.75. But they can only be used for certain things. Circuitry type things. Don't know what to do with insulated wire yet. I think that's like the next tier we haven't unlocked yet. We should really get science going on. It's been like 4 or 5 hours since we did science. We'll get to it eventually. So how many of these did we say we needed? We needed 6 of these so that'll be 2. So we'll need 3 banks of these. I'm sorry. That would be right, but I hate having to do multiples of 3. That's I don't think we're going to get away with it though. So let's not do it that way. Let's do a layout more like... No, it doesn't work as well because, like that. It doesn't quite work as well as when you're working with bigger machines. We'll just do we'll do more than we need. So we're gonna have a line of boards coming up this way. More than we can support. We'll do 8. 8's 8. Multiples of 2. Make it easy. So these are going to be outputting here. You know, that's just no point in doing that sort of balancing thing this early. Where? Okay, they're right there. Underground belts. You know, we might end up having trouble with power. Like, I want to do that, so we need, yeah, that'll work. We're gonna run out of these fast inserters. Let's get it actually rolling before we mess with it too much. These are all copper cables. It's so adorable. It's like a little tiny mini circuit factory. We might just use regular inserters for now until we get the other boards set up, right? Let's go grab some iron. So, should I go out the north and then come over this way and then all the way around? Or should I just steal some copper and run it this way? I'm inclined to just steal some copper. I don't think we're going to get in too much trouble doing it. So, we already had grand plans of, instead of doing this here, we would have another line that would balance. Or what were we gonna do again? We're gonna make another. We're gonna make 4 more of these on this side. So each of these is 1 per second. This can hold 13 per second. So if we just get it all into the right place, a single belt can hold it all. We'll deal with it later. Not my problem. Is that going to be free? Yeah. They seem shinier in this mod than they than in the base game. Maybe I must not remembering it very well. Oh, out of belts. We should really just set up a little belt factory. We can get rid of it later. Now that we're at a point where we're actually using belts instead of just pipes to carry things around. It does feel really weird though to make these basic circuits without iron instead of just boards. Would have been better if we did it slower. That'll do. We don't have enough of the blues. There we go. Why isn't it working? Because we haven't done the top yet. Okay. These are a lot closer together than I want, but that's okay. I don't wanna have to remove things right now. Alright, now we've got a bunch of basic circuits. We can automate inserter production. Though not fast inserter yet, that still needs more. Okay, then. Let's see. So the next step is to turn these into... Where are they? Into basic electronic boards, not just basic circuit boards. So for that we need components and solder. And that's going to need more copper. It's going to need tin and solder. We're kind of committing to this whole going under instead of going up above. Let's lay some ground above. We'll bring the other components in above. Yeah, I'm having trouble with the layout here. I'm not sure I like it. Oh well. We'll tear it all down eventually when we get bots and put something up nicer. And certainly as soon as we get, well, not as soon as, but eventually we're going to get better smelting technology, and we'll have to redo this whole bit to make like chunks and pellets and stuff like that as more intermediate steps. Alright. Up and around. We're finally going to be using... Why are we not producing here? Not enough... There's nothing that says this should be stopped. It's just not getting enough sludge, I guess. Probably it'll all turn out fine once we once we stop having to build so much landfill, and can instead just feed all the slag and all the extra rock coming back from this into more mineral sludge. Or we could figure out nodules and make that work too. Anyway. But still, nothing we're doing right now in these new circuits needs iron. Iron is just for gears and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Seems weird. We do need steel though. We need more steel. What are those factories? They are metal mixing furnaces, and they're gonna need coal, won't they? How are we gonna set this up? It's gonna have to have... let's see. We'll put both on the same thing. Sure, that works fine. And then we can, put the coke on. Yeah, okay. I like that. That's a little more complex than I thought it was going to be. But, and I hadn't really thought about needing to bring 3 different things in. Just something that's only 2x2. So, I'll put that right there. In practice, we're gonna need more of these things. So, There. Leave a gap of 2. That's a line of solder. Now, let's put this up higher so it'll cross. There. And we might end up needing to make like another one. I'll come back this way. So we should leave some space. I'm not sure how much solder we'll need. I could probably find out, though, if I were willing to math it out, but I'm kind of feeling lazy at the moment. So that's not. Wrong way. Oh, I need to specify a recipe. It doesn't just know. Interesting. Wait a minute. Go back. What other things could I do with this? I could make rocks by. Oh, I could just do rocks then. There's no benefit to using these coke and crushed coal. We're already doing that. Okay, we do washing. We wash the coal in a liquefier to get more mineral water going. Oh well, never mind. We're here for solder. And this doesn't look like it's loading fast enough. I'll have to give it some blue later on. You know, I don't really like this line here. That's fine. I don't want to worry about it now. We'll clean this up at some other point. I want to get some production going so that I can have tools well, primarily so I can get science going. Because I feel bad that we've been ignoring science all this time. So this is our natural rate of producing copper at the with all the casting things going, which we can't support right now. We would need we would need another bank of crystallizers, 4 more crystallizers, giving us well, the whole crisscrossing between sapphirite and stereotype is tricky to model. Probably I could do it. I'm just not willing to devote the time it would take. Okay. We should set up some steel production too, just like this. So let me just make sure. Eventually, we could just do it now. But that's it's gonna look like this, and it's gonna need another line there. Just making sure we save the space for it. These. You know, I probably should have put the coal line on the outside, but it would have been annoying right there. Okay, never mind. Let's leave some space. I probably shouldn't have put this here. We're kind of hemmed in. I was thinking if I put it up on top, we could have just kept on expanding. And I kind of hemmed in our electrolyzers too. I don't care. No, that needs to be like that. I could do it like this. Sure. This actually feels a lot more familiar. This is like the base game, kind of. So maybe I'm taking up more space than I really need to be. Did I do this right? There's two spaces here. Oh yeah, okay. We'll just need to hop over that so we can get this in space. Line. There. There's a lot you can do with this. I mean, you get a bunch of okay, I want those to stop flashing. I don't want to hook them up yet, but stop flashing, please. But yeah, you've got a line of each of the basic metals, and you've got boards. That's enough to get a lot of good things going. So the recipe for the next boards. Where are they? There they are. It's 151. Okay, we need to map that out. Let's see. So we'll go with the same thing. We're gonna make 6 of these at a time. Well, actually, it's one basic circuit, so we'll be using up all our basic circuits. So let's not do that. Let's make 4 at a time. So we're gonna need. Let's copy this. Recipe is 1. The crafting speed is 1. So it's 1 second. And we said we were going to make 4 at a time. So that's actually times still in 1 second. And we'll need 4 machines. Or electric assembly. Alright, so to make the solder, which is different from the solder ore, we need alginic acid. Oh, I did not think of this through. Ooh, well, where do we get resin from? Resin comes from liquid resin, which comes from barrels of liquid resin, or from urea and formaldehyde gas, or melamine or bisphosphonyl A. How close are we to resin 1? Urea and formaldehyde. It's blue-green, only 50. But it needs all this oil processing and gas extraction and so many things. Oh. Okay, let's how much of this are we gonna be needing? Okay, so solder. Actually, it comes from different things. It can come from molten solder. Ah! What do we get? How do we make molten solder? From just... Okay, that doesn't... Oh, that doesn't need the acid. Ooh. Because I really don't want to have to put... We just spent so much time expanding our board production by adding more petrochem farm things. I don't want to have to run a whole line of alginic acid up here. It's going to take forever. But diverting some of the tin and lead into molten solder. Or I could use even tin and zinc. Where do I get zinc? From zinc ore, which comes from purified sapphirite. Or gibbelite, which I haven't figured out where that comes from yet. Gibbelite ore is from mineral sludge. We just haven't been making it. Because it needs slag processing too. Okay, wait a minute. Let's not go crazy here. We can make molten solder just from tin and copper and silver. Where's silver come from? From gibbelite again. Yeah, there's lots of ways to getting everywhere, it seems. Okay, but this is an easy way. Tin and lead ingots. will let us make molten solder. So we should probably tear down all this stuff. Wait a minute. So that turns into molten solder, which we then use to make actual solder, not this stuff, not this solder plate. Let's get rid of that. I had all these plans, but no, it was not a good plan. So we'll just let them sit here for a bit. We might, I don't know. How are we gonna do this now? Kinda didn't leave a lot of room. We could just steal from both of these rather than having a separate blast furnace. But then how to get it out? It might be better just to have a separate blast furnace. Yeah, let's do that. Well, 2 separate blast furnaces. And this is going to have trouble with the oxygen gas again. Oh, how am I going to do this? This is annoying. These aren't even producing ore. And I don't know why. Because these aren't full up yet. We should probably actually. I mean, there's bronze here we could be doing this with. Maybe we should just bust all the ingots so we could put them in different combinations later. That might be eventually when we unlock more advanced smelting. That might be the way to go. Just make tons of ingots out of each of the ore, and then deal with the actual molten stuff in a separate step. Can we even do steel yet? No, we can't. We haven't unlocked it. We can make steel ingots though, which is a little silly. We can make steel ingots but not actually use them for anything. Wow, we're burning through iron quick. Yeah, because it's making steel. These are just accumulating. Oh well, that will clear itself out eventually. Okay. Let's just make some room so we can do something here. Um... This is turning into such a mess, but I'm just gonna say we'll make it work for now, and then we'll make it pretty next time. When we redo it all from when we unlock more complicated technology. We don't have fuel coming up this way either, do we? Or rather, we're going to need it. Ooh, we're out of poles. Ooh, I didn't realize that was a problem. I'll have to go back and steal some from our coal production. Is this not keeping up? Not enough mineralized water. Okay, we need to slow this down. Yeah, it seems like we're having a lot of trouble with slag. You might want to double up this. How's power doing? It's been a while. I mean, we had spent hours and hours and hours agonizing over our power situation, and now suddenly it's just fine. Yeah, we're at half. In the middle of the night, we're still at half. We have supply for more than half of what we're using. for more than twice what we're using. But still, the electrolyzers are just ridiculous amounts of consumption. So I'm using a total of, let's see, total of 18 megawatts, and of that, 7.4 is just electrolyzers, which is silly. It's not quite half, but you know, it's quite a thing. All right. Sorry. Momentary distractions. This is full, which means this will be not producing very quickly. So I don't understand why we're so low on mineral sludge. I mean, this entire I thought that we'd have enough for an entire bank of 16 of these. Instead, we only have one of them running. I mean, that's not even a miscalculation. That's like just wrong. The game is wrong. It needs to be better. At least we got a ton of steel available, though it's still filling up. Okay. We can deal with the supply side in a moment. For now, is this producing anything? And we need to hook up the pipes to it. So how do we do that? Down here. We just threw it away. Okay, so we can throw it away somewhere else. This is producing so slowly. Let's go look at what's going on with our slag. We have landfill now, but we never have enough landfill. So Yeah, I think it's the combination actually of not enough mineralized water and not enough slag for these. Is there anything else that I should be doing to produce? I know I'm using up this to build more landfill, but I'm not. That's not taking up too much slag. Maybe we'll close this off. We'll no longer use slag to build landfill. We'll only build it from the output of the ore sorting. But yeah, there's clearly supply issues here. Look, this one's done 15,000 products finished. This one's only done 3,000. This and the tooltips to the right. It's a pretty linear distribution going down. Pretty linear. Well, I said we have enough power to support twice as many of those electrolyzers, twice as much on the factory. I think that's going to be tomorrow's project. We're going to have to massively expand our electrolyzer production, our electrolyzer area, to get more slag, because this is just insufficient. Although it's finally starting to catch up. This backed up. Yeah, this backed up on copper. So, yeah, we have no iron in this entire belt. It's all empty. But it's finally helping us get some solder going. Yeah, good. It's slow. It's very slow. How do we do this? Like this. Which is the wrong ratio, but that's okay. Even more the wrong ratio for this. Because the other ones are producing 120. This is 240. Oh well, doesn't matter. Wait a minute. It only needs solder, right? Okay, good. Good. For some reason I thought it was producing... I saw this icon on the tooltip and I was like, oh, we need to get bronze for this. No. It's a little weird, we only have one of these. I guess that's why we did only one. Since, I don't know. We were gonna do solder right here, right? 2 up from here, so 2 gap, and then that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So we didn't quite get our electronic circuit boards yet, but we are moving in the right direction for them. We have several of the components. Although we still need to have some work to do to get this electrolyzer going, to get this production better. Anyway, we'll deal with all that next time. For now, thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio on the Sea Block Modpack. Thank you.